Hey, beautiful soul. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another English reading. Actually, the third one in a row. I'm building a record on my YouTube channel. I recently changed my profile picture. Like the two pictures I have on my YouTube page, actually, and that feels so amazing. The one where I had a costume on for, spring festival. It's called Carnival in several countries, but in Austria it's called Fasching. And yeah, so I used that opportunity to do what I love, to get creative, and yeah, then I kind of turned into an elven-like being, and I also dyed my hair pink for that given moment. And well, my hair is still not fully, like the pink color is not fully washed out yet. I can still feel the pink energies lingering in my field, but to be honest, there have been so many changes. I feel like I don't really want to do a talk about way more than anything else, but I feel like I'm really in my creative energy. Like I could create tons of things right now. Like for example, I could work on my deck or my drawings and just, I don't know, creating so much more. Maybe I will draw whilst I'm channeling. That might help me a lot, because when I'm in my creative energy, there's a lot going on. There really is. So whilst I'm preparing, and it's still the intro of this video, which might get longer, I want to share something with you guys that I just realized whilst watching a very interesting series on Netflix, because I'm going through it. Well, now that's really broken here. Oh no. But I just got through I'm going through a very deep transformation right now in my physical, emotional, and mental, and I don't know, actually in every layer, my overall day-to-day life. I've been through so much darkness, and every time when I think the darkness, I'm exiting this darkness, this phase, then there is another wave rolling over me, for real. And sometimes I don't know what to do with that. I really don't. Hope you don't mind me preparing things in the background while I was talking, because it might get a little noisy. Sorry if it disturbs you, but I'm just going with the flow right now. And maybe this energy of the reading helps me, to just get some different things done. I know I haven't said what I realized, but this thing comes first. I recently learned through one of Chloe Taylor's videos. She's really a great support. She has also a YouTube channel. And she's been going through a lot of shifts too. She is now, I guess, doing more podcasts and less tarot readings, only sponsored ones. I don't know how it is now because I haven't checked in for like 2 weeks. But she said really something very interesting. Like that when she has like this huge amount of energy that's rolling in, like which she had when she drank coffee, and like that caused her anxiety, and because her body couldn't bear that huge amount of energy that just came in. And then she asked herself, what can I channel this energy into? And I had to think about that. Because I've been experiencing that too. I've been going through so many waves of energies. And then I asked myself that question too. Like, what can I channel this current energy into? If I feel overwhelmed, what can I do with that energy? Maybe writing it down to just get a sense of relief and just to sort out things and to see them in a different perspective. Like a more organized perspective. Yeah, or when I feel this huge rush of energy where I feel so much joy, I feel like I'm about to explode. What can I do with that? I started creating art with that. I started making tarot readings every time I feel this rush of energy, so I can channel it into something and I just can use it as a channel. Yeah, so maybe that's something for you too, and you just want to ask yourself this question. Wow. So the realization that I had, or you can also call it like revelation. I mean, it's quite obvious. That, you know, we think we need a perfect moment for starting things or doing something or anything. And sometimes there's really nothing we can do to like fasten things, and that's really not what we should do. Things have their own rhythm, their own way of being. And so like if you're waiting for something, or if like there's an answer plan, like for me, for example, for a new job, we just need to be patient. That's everything we can do. But just to think that if this opportunity that you were hoping for might change your life is like the only thing that can do that, that's actually quite naive, because it's never an opportunity or going to a different place that can change everything for you. But it is you taking that risk, making that decision, just going for it. It is you that is shifting. And because you shifted and you're still going for a shift, which occurs like in different places, meeting different people. That's also why we are called to different places. But it's always inwards. It's never outwards. You see? And sometimes we get a call, like right from the future, saying, you might want to go to Egypt. Like for me, that call that I had for like many years, I always knew, oh, one day I will be going there. But I never knew when. And I mean, I didn't really care so much about it to like say, oh my god, I have to go right now or something. I didn't think like it's like something I need. I knew I had to go one day, but I wasn't thinking that much about it because I had other things in my life going on, like healing from depression as a child, or better said, teenager, and panic attacks and those kinds of things. Figuring out how to balance school life and just graduation and all those kind of things, finding a job. It took me, all those energy was taken for that. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes we receive a call way earlier than we are actually meant to go. And that's why sometimes we try to go to a place or say, I think now is the time and there is this opportunity, and you're like going for it, and then something happens and it's like a huge no, not there, not now. And that was just not the time yet. But it doesn't mean that you won't be going anytime. It's just not now. Maybe like next year. Maybe in a few months. Maybe it's just not right now, but for later. Also, I felt called. Some people feel called to get children, like even when they are a child themselves. And then it's obvious that you won't get a child, like when you're literally a child. And then later on in life, when it's really their calling, maybe when they're in their late 20s, they're gonna get a child. And then it's the right time because they're ready. Because raising a child takes up a lot of your time and your energy. And it will be good to have some sort of balance in your life before. So you can, in the best way, assist your child and assist yourself through those challenging times. Because no one really prepares you for that. And for some things, we just need to be ready. Like I had to be ready to go to Egypt last year. I knew, this is my call now. And if it was really meant to be, I knew I will like get the money somehow to go there. And that's what happened. When I thought I wouldn't be going, I got a gift, like in money form, and I got support. And that's how I managed to go there. And I was saving a lot of money, and it just worked out. So if things are really meant to be, they'll always happen. There is literally nothing we can do. But when it comes to changing our lives, we don't need outside circumstances. We only need some courage, trust within ourselves, in our life, and some determination, of course. But also to be ready to unlearn and relearn a lot of things. Because life is all about learning, unlearning, learning again, unlearning again. We are shifting permanently. That's just the way of life. So, yeah, I've been talking now for almost 50 minutes. So I guess I'm gonna start with introducing what this reading will be about. Right? As you saw in the video description, not down below, just the title of the video is the question, when will I ever find love? Or will I ever find love? That was what I wanted to take. Will I ever find love? And I found that to be a very interesting topic that came to me like a few days ago. And I think this is actually quite a good start with this intro with that. Because love is not something we also get from the outside, you know? This is something we gain from the inside. And true love can only be found on the inside. Only if we have it found in the inside, which is always there, we are capable of feeling our life actually with that. And then it is mirrored back from the outside world. See? But overall, yes, this is a love reading. Who would have thought that? I'll be doing that again. I didn't think that. Yeah, me neither. Or is it called neither? I'm still not quite sure how to pronounce that. Well, you can choose from 4 different groups. Yes, from 4 different groups. And as I just got a download for that now, I'll be channeling those different groups in nature. I don't know if I will make a video or something, but for me the time is not right now to do that. But later on, like tomorrow, going out in nature, doing that. But for you, it is time when you click on this reading, because it will already be all available in one full video. So I'll be very excited for doing that. And yes, you can always fast forward. Like, that's why I have different timestamps throughout the reading, like intro, like choose your pile, and so on. All different groups marked. Well, different chapters, and I think especially 2025, 2024, 2026, 2027, up to 2029, 2029, will be very exciting years. I mean, 2024 is already over when I'm like recording this video, or was it? I don't know. I still feel like on 20th of March, maybe like just later on this year is actually the new year beginning, like more so in spring. I actually felt that more often in like the last 2 years, especially, that 1st of January does not feel like the beginning of the year. I don't know how you feel about that, but it just felt like energetically or like in any way, it doesn't feel like that. Yeah. But I guess I'll be creating now, and we'll be meeting again when I recorded your groups in a different time. Yeah. Now it's not time to go outwards, it's time to go inwards. Maybe that's a call for you too. But as given, I'll record the pickup groups for you later on. And yeah, see you in your group. Hey there, beautiful soul. Hey, you beautiful souls. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like in the middle of the reading, but I just wanted to give you 4 groups to choose from that you will see right there. You will get to see like each numbers and just different pictures where you get to choose from. Yeah. So choose the group you feel most drawn to, and you'll find your timestamps for the different groups in the video description down below. So have fun and see you in your group. Bye bye. Hello there, group number 1. You chose the first pictures, or number 1, the white heart, that you are likely to find in the description to your group. So I know I've kind of thing for white hearts right now. So as given, I'm really in the forest, kind of like almost outside the forest, but kind of in the forest. I don't know how to describe that. But yeah, here I am, as I mentioned in the description. And well, a lot of things has been happening, right? When your group is, when you find this group, or actually when I kind of just upload this video, and you had no idea that those things would happen, right? That things would get so good, kind of hard, but still really good, and you're like, oh my god, how did that even happen? I mean, I thought there is nothing that would be going to be better now, but wow, here we are. So welcome to your spring equinox season, because today when I'm recording it, it's actually the 20th of March, the spring equinox. Yeah, so it's the best thing for new beginnings. So, but without further ado, let's get into your reading, right? So you came here because you were asking yourself this pretty little question: will I ever find love? So will you ever find love? And yes, this is most likely to be in a romantic sense. But as I mentioned in the intro, if you were that patient to watch the whole intro, no, I actually said that at the start of the intro. But who knows, maybe you just fast forward to the pick a group section. The most important love you ever get to find is the love that you are. It's not that it's lost or something. It's just hidden underneath all those layers, or beneath all those layers. And with every layer that you peel off of yourself, you find a glimpse of the love that you are. So the greatest love that you could ever have in your life is the love that you feel from your inside, that comes from your inner spring, your inner well, the love that you are and that you have always been. So there is actually nothing better that you can find outside. And when you're chancing upon a relationship that most likely to be a romantic relationship, where the other counterpart shows you this great love that you thought you would never get to experience, is just a reflection of the love that you have inside. A remembrance, kinda. So you see how great it is. And sometimes those relationships bring us closer to who we really are, to the love that we are, and to make us stronger and softer and just more so free. You see? Okay, with that being said, let's ask Spirit, for the highest good of everyone, of course. Will my beautiful person from beautiful number one ever find love? Most likely in a romantic sense. And your answer, of course, is yes. But as given, they're showing me something else for you too. You will meet this wonderful person. It's most likely to be a man. So I don't know if you're into woman or man or something in between. But just this dominant male energy is like this divine masculine energy. So that can be like a man or a woman or something in between, But the energy is most dominantly divine masculine. So, but the picture that they've been showing me is that the love that you will find that will shift your whole life totally is the love of your future child. For most of you, it will be future daughter or even 2 children, but there will be like your little soulmate being born through your body. And most likely to be a daughter, or if not, it's like mostly embodied divine feminine, or I also see a little boy. So but mostly divine feminine energy, or just a soft overall caring energy that will come into your life. For some of you, I also see that this child is already born and this is yet to come. So if your child is still a toddler, it's just to come. So this love will grow and you will see it more and more. So this child is likely to trigger very beautiful aspects of yourself. It might really be very hard sometimes, but this child will make you the best version of yourself that you could ever be. And of course, your partner that will be raising this child with you will be a huge support. But the main focus is actually on your daughter, or just this child that will come into your life, or that will be born through you. And for some of you, it can also be your niece. So I don't know why there is so much curiosity all the time when I'm channeling, but you know best what it is. Yep. This child does not have to be blood related, but it can be. For most of you, it will be. And you will have a very sweet, innocent, and nerve-wracking relationship sometimes, but this will always be for the best of the both of you, because through that you will grow and you just know that you found your place, and through that child you will be so sure of your own beauty and your own worthiness of love and just every beautiful aspect. And you also get to see and love and learn about your darker aspects, because this child shows you that it's totally okay and that that's actually beautiful, because your child will admire those aspects of you. It will be like sweeping you off your feet. It's kind of like, this will show you, this child, how beautiful that actually is, because it says, Mama, I'm so proud of you that you said what you really feel. Or, Mama, I'm so proud of you because your anger shows you what you've been missing in your life. And you will likely to see that that is just a reflection of what you told your child once, or what you taught your child once. And this will be kind of funny, because your child is just teaching you what you already know, but at the same time it will totally challenge you. So, but as given, I know that you really really want to know about your romantic relationship that is yet to come. So you will meet him, and you know about him. That's like not like that you know him personally, but you always know that you will meet him one time, and this might be like in a few years from now. So it's not right now. It might only be like in 4 years, or it's like at the age of 26 for some of you. For some of you, it will be in 6 years. For others of you, it will be like in 2026. So it's really different. And this can only happen if the both of you, both counterparts, because I'm close. Wait a moment. That feels very uncomfortable. So now it's better. That was not for the reading. That was just me feeling uncomfortable with my clothes because I'm laying on the ground here in the grass on my picnic blanket next to a tree branch that is like really beautiful, covering my face with, or at least some part of my face with shadow from the very bright sun. Oh, there's a little spider. How cute. It's like so small. It's like a little baby. Oh my god. Have you ever seen such a cute spider? I mean, you won't be seeing it, but it's like so tiny. Oh my god, it's even smaller than a tick. Like, so cute. Now it's fleeing from me. Maybe it can't handle the sweet attention I'm giving. It's like, oh my god, I love you so much. Oh yeah, that brings me back to your child. Sorry to come back to that again, but your child will love like bugs and insects and all those gross animals, kind of. Most people feel as gross animals so much, and we will be like, what is going on? Is this really my child? Why is that? But it will help you. Shai will help you to see the beauty of those animals, and then you will be most likely ready for those insects to just come to you and welcome them without like freaking out because they're touching your skin. You see? Yeah. But coming back to your future partner, he, or the one, masculine energy, feels so much like a he. Sorry, like a him. So it'll be in spring season for some of you, or in just a season where there's a lot of greenery around and there's this lush green life going on, or maybe you're in the spring season of your life. So as I said, this can only happen when you have reached a certain point in your life, like the point where you feel most likely at peace with yourself. Not fully, because there are always things to heal, of course, but you see your own worth in some kind of sense, like in a good sense, of course. You'll be just ready to go with the flow and to just handle everything that comes in your life, because you'll make the best out of it. And if that's not like a really beautiful partner there at your life that you reach, then I don't know what. But yeah, this is your confirmation that you'll be most likely to come to the point sooner or later. So if you have been doubting that, now hopefully you won't, because you're doing such a great job. You've been through so much darkness, through so much pain, and you deserve a lot of gratitude and honor, and you should really honor yourself for that. Every time life threw something at you, you were like rocking it. I mean, yes, of course you were depressed and life's been like shitty and sometimes you wanted to give up, but still you never gave up. you always were moving forward, and still you gave yourself all the strength you need. You might not have had a lot of support lately. I mean, not at that point maybe, but in the past. And well, I mean, look at you. What a great job you've been doing. Really. Great job. Like really, you can pat your head. You can be so proud of yourself. Like really proud of yourself, okay? Very proud of yourself. So, what else can we channel for that? Some of you lost a grandma, or just a very feminine like person in your life through death. Yes, I see. Yeah, it's been through death for all of you. So for all those that feel like this message resonates with them, this person on the other end, your passed on loved one, I'm just saying she, doesn't mean this person had to be a she. Okay, you know who this is. If that message is for you, she on the other end became your guide after passing, and she never really left your side. She's always been there. And she's like supporting you to like come and meet your future partner that you already knew about for such a long time now, and who will be like one of your soulmates. And your grandma, or like this femme person, has been one of your soulmates too, but you never realized, because back then you might have been a child, and after her passing you learned that, and you could feel her energy. And sometimes you get those moments where everything feels like her energy, like she's been there, like giving her energy to support your projects or life circumstances. Or sometimes you will have those moments when you look around in your current place of living and you're like, this looks like she made that, or she just told me to buy it and she just bought that for me, or something like that. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, she will be the greatest support to meet your future partner. And this person, your past and loved one, will like she's always there. She's like rooting for you. She's like, oh my god, I love you so much, go for it, yes. She's like fully empowering you on the other end. And sometimes she's also just laying there with you on the grass or sitting next to you and like, yeah, I know life's been hard, let's just take a breath and just don't think, and just feel whatever comes up and whatever is, and just let it be. Like, she's always ready to be by your side, even if you sometimes, most of the times, can't feel her. She's there. This person is there, and this person, past and loved one, will always support you. And you just have to call on them, and they'll be there. You see? You're never alone. And for some specific people, or maybe just for one person, you might have gotten the message that your past and loved one, especially your grandma, might be born again as your child, your future daughter. And yeah, this is your confirmation. So just that you know, very specific, just maybe for 1, 2, or 3 people here, that this person will come back as this child or your future daughter. And yeah, this will be reborn, and to support you in the physical realm again. And of course, the higher self of this person will always be your guide, no matter if the person is incarnated or not. They really don't want to talk much about your future partner, so more about your daughter and that. The love that's already in your life. Yeah. Spirit, ancestors. They really just want to talk about that. Sometimes I'm like, I don't get it. When do you call me to do some kind of love readings and then you are like not really talking about romantic love? And I guess the best answer for that is you cannot really influence what is coming through. There'll only be things coming through that are meant to come through. So it's like with life. Sometimes we decide to do something, but life comes in and says no. And then we're not able to do that. Or just changes plans or makes things completely different. But still, it'll be so beautiful. Like, so beautiful. And, yeah. And sometimes what we thought might be our greatest blessings are not really the greatest blessings, because the greatest blessings are a surprise and are yet to come, like this with your future child or the future child that will enter your life in a few years from now, or for some of you they're already yet to come. Yeah, but I guess I'm now a little bit more relaxed because spring energy, you can hear it, I can feel the sun. Smell the springy, freshy, windy energy. So the scent is so good. I love the spring scent. And just calm down for a while. Sometimes you have no idea how much the things that you're consuming are actually influencing you. Like, for real. Like, really for real. It feels like I've been talking to you for such a long time now, but it's like only around 20 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, you can feel like this overall grandma energy. It's like there, and even supporting this reading. Like, this energy is always there. It's like everywhere, but sometimes you're just so closed off that you don't feel it. And what I meant with you have no idea how much things you're consuming are influencing you is like, for example, the series that you're watching. Did you know that especially horror movies are attracting entities that feed on your energies of fear and all those kind of things? For especially on the sensitive or psychic gifted people there. And highly sensitive or the psychically gifted people that are watching this group, just be aware of what you're watching, okay? Because especially when you're watching dramas, and I don't feel like you're actually watching horror movies, maybe more like sci-fi or like that, just be aware, because this might really feed on your energy. Where you're attracting this energy is because you just don't like to see like those horrible kinds of things where a father is being horrible to their child, where they are actually hurting their child in a physical sense. So it has bruises just because they can't handle their anger or all of those things. So even though you know this is just a movie or series, it is still messing with you. And your brain can't differentiate from a movie and reality. So please just be careful, because you're attracting very poisonous energies in your way. So if you really want to write about those, see those things, or write about those things. That was kind of already the message. If you really want to have some adventure in your life it's not really much right now. Just write stories yourself. Yes, you will be still attracting those things, but those kind of writing will just help you to find peace with all those horrible energies that you've been feeling or experiencing. Because you're the one that can actually change the energy, and this will be not that harmful if you are writing it yourself. But now I'm getting quite hot in the sun. Oh my god, I'm getting back to the shadows. Yeah, but this is everything I have for you, my sweet, beautiful, loving soul. Know that great times are coming your way, good things are coming. Oh, and there is even a bumblebee. It's so humongous. So fluffy, and I don't wanna use bad words because it's I don't wanna mess with it. But it's so cute. It's so loud and cute, and it makes me nervous because it's flying in circus. Yeah, but good things are coming, and just know that you're safe and life is always taking care of you, as well as your past and loved one. And okay. Have a great time. Bye-bye. Hello there, beautiful soul. You chose group number 2. And I guess you'll be the second group, kinda, which here at the spring equinox. And maybe the others will be too, but maybe in another place physically, because it's getting quite warm in the sun here. Yeah, and I'm getting hungry because it's midday and soon time to eat some beautiful healthy lunch. Which might be still, it needs to get cooked. So yeah, take some time. Well, and this is your confirmation card if you're here. You might be a person that loves to cook a lot, or that just takes their time for cooking, like a really long time, because you just love to do things with the certain kind of today I really have a lack of efforts, a certain kind of attention to it, like this, where you're just fully there, present, doing those things. And even though there's quite a lot of noise around you, you're still able to do it with this full presence and your full essence. And you're a person that has kids or is working with children, and so therefore is a lot of noise around you, right? And you're still so awesome being like that, so calm and present and just full on in your essence. No matter what's going on, you're just there with all your love. And you might not have been that way in the past, but you are now, and you are just really awesome, to be honest. I can feel like every time I want to think about the heart that this group also will represent, it's like a shifting from yellow to blue to green, now to pink. And it's like you can just embody all the colors of the rainbow. And yeah, and I don't really have a word for that. Well, so you came to this reading because you wanted to know if you will ever find love, most likely in a romantic sense. But I guess even though you're so present and rooted in your day-to-day life, you're not seeing that the greatest love you already have in your life are your kids. And I know the kids you're working with, or the kids that are yours, especially for those people that have kids. I feel like you're more like a motherly presence, a feminine presence. You can also be a man, but it feels like more like a mother that is listening to this. Or it can be you getting ready to become a mother. And yeah, overall, it feels like a really futurely present. So maybe you've been dreaming about that. And you know that this love will be like the greatest love that will enter your life. The greatest love that you might ever experience in this life. That will unlock some levels of your self-love. That's interesting. Because in the first group, the one with the white heart, has also been about a child that's not actually born yet, but it will come into their life. And oh, butterfly. Oh, but it's like a miracle, yeah. It will be like a miracle for them. And they've also been asking about, of course, a romantic love, but the love that they'll be given will be because of their child. But for you, you know that this love will enter your life because of your kids, and you're gonna become, or even are right now, such a gracious mother. You were just, I don't know, it's just so beautiful to like get to feel and see this energy, because it's like so majestic. You're such a majestic person. It's like, how can you put so much love into it? Like most people would like crumble underneath that pressure and all of those things, but you are just so calm with it and so mature and like, oh my god. How do you do that? And maybe that's what you've been asking yourself too sometimes, but it's because you are doing everything with so much love that you can handle things more easily. And I feel like for some of you, you're actually a stay-at-home mother right now, or you want to be, or you're just working at a part-time job where you're more at home than you're at your job, and that's really beneficial for you and your kids, and yeah. But really, you're doing such a great job. But overall, of course, I want to grant you a wish, so you know about the future love, or the question is, will you ever find love? In the romantic sense. What? I have to channel it honestly. They're only telling me, not in that kind of sense, because you already have it. It might be like you're not really seeing it. It might be right under your nose, but you can't see it. Because you already have it in your life. There is no such greater love than you could ever find, because this life is just meant to grow over time. Like here in nature, it's going through phases, most likely sometimes darkness, but it's really just growing and evolving. And yes, this love. Yeah, there's nothing you need to find. It's already there. And well, you might find a partner in the future if that's really what you want. But I feel like maybe you are just pressuring yourself into something that you're not, because you actually have everything that you need, And sometimes we are just so focused on things we think we need that we don't see what we actually do have. I feel so much frustration coming up. And yeah, I kind of feel sorry now, but at the same time I know I'm just here doing my job, channeling whatever it is that is coming through. And no offense, but I don't wanna like tell you something that is not true or that I'm not getting. So if you really are so focused on that, you can always go and watch a love reading, which you already have, okay? But yeah, sometimes we're just searching in the wrong places. I get to say, in this certain time of your life, there's nothing more than you could have, because everything is already there, okay? And sometimes things might seem to be dead, but they are actually just changing forms. So they can become something new. Yeah, and I feel this is not what you wanted to hear, kinda. But at the same time, you already know, but it's not what you wanted to know. But you cannot force anything, okay? And maybe it's time to close that chapter of needing something outside yourself and start opening and writing actually the chapter where you learn that all you need is already within you. And if it's really meant to become part of your life, like this relationship that you're dreaming on or of, you first need to start by yourself. And you know what that means for you, even though if you don't want to see that. Maybe you just have gone out of a relationship or still in one actually, but you feel like this is not what you deserve. And always trust your intuition with that. Like really, you're the only one that knows best for you. But don't force yourself into relationships or things that are not good for you, okay? Just because you think you need something outside of yourself. And if you're really a mother that is raising their children, your kids on your own, thinking you need a man on your side because that's just how things should be, or just as what society tells you or your family, I don't think that. Because you already have that within you. You're perfectly able to do that. And if it's really support that you're wishing on, you can always get some. Like a nanny or something. And you know, there'll always be a way to get to the places where you're meant to go or that you want to go to. And don't ever doubt yourself. I mean, you are doing such a great job, being such a great mother, so fully present. But sometimes I feel like you don't really see that. And just come out of that illusion that you have to do a way better job. Because you're doing the best that you are already doing your best. And what you can do best. And there's always room to grow. And you know, you might be just focused on something that's not good for you at this current point in your life. And that's okay, we all go through that, but always be aware of the consequences that come with that. You see? Just let loose, let go, and stop holding on to the beliefs that you once had. And life will get easier. It will get so much easier, and yeah, just hang in there, okay? I know that you're probably pissed and it's not what you wanted to hear, but you cannot run away from those things, okay? Okay, so this was your reading. This is everything I have for you. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. May you always be blessed. And may I always be blessed too. Bye-bye. Hey, beautiful soul. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back. I would say today is beautiful date. The 22nd of March. The first groups, like group 1 and 2, I recorded on the 20th of October of March, spring equinox. So you're actually already fully in spring. Like wait, which time zone is that actually? Yeah, and you have full-on cars there. Because I'm sitting in the garden, and next to our garden is the street. So, yeah, you'll hear cars passing by. I'm bathing in the last sun rays of the day, and it's Saturday. It's just beautiful. Maybe in your country, it can be a confirmation, is currently August or autumn, or you're like entering or just entered fall, or will be the is it called winter equinox or autumn equinox? I guess it's winter equinox, where you will be entering the second equinox of the year. You know, I'm not that well educated in that sense when it comes to the different equinoxes and all those things, that come from astrology. But yes, without further ado, let's just bless this reading at first, because it's the first of this day I'm recording. Let us ask guardian angels of all that are here, especially also mine, to protect this reading, also Archangel Michael and Sun Spirit. We are currently in the Venus year, so we were in the Sun year before, but now we are actually fully in the Venus year. You can look it up what that actually means, because I don't know much about astrology, but that's as much as I know right now. And I'm fearing that the sun will be gone any second, because it's like almost behind the hill. So, just sat out here and it's already gone. You know how that is in spring. it's quite warm and the sun is up and there's like shining down on your place that you are right now, and then when it's gone it's like freezing. Yeah. So let's take a deep breath in, hold it, and out. Welcome again to your reading. You ask the question, will you ever find love? And let us see what answers the universe will deliver for you, to you. Changes. You are my group of change. Of a lot of changes. And I don't need to tell you about that because you already know. Like, this is not the first group that has changes in the reading. We feel drawn to group 1, but not from this reading, but from the recent reading. That reminds me of something, but it's not that important right now. Or is it? Maybe you are the group that also feels drawn to group 2 from the current reading. What was it called? Which new version is emerging in yourself? Love will definitely enter your life, but first and foremost, there's something else we need to talk about. Have you ever heard this song that goes like this? It's like quite a depressing song that I once used to listen to when I had depressions back then. They sing, so let me just give up. Let me just let go. Well, if this isn't good for me, then I don't want to know. Wow. It kind of felt like this song brought joy out of me. It's like this joy of understanding and this remembrance. And maybe you're in a phase actually where you're craving change. Hey, so there I'm back. I just had a little interruption, which was actually good because I was very into that feeling. So let's tune back in. Having my glass of water here. That always helps me to ground and cleanse. Where was I? Back in the topic of depressions. That topic is always depressing. No, but so it might be that for you that you're really craving change. So I don't know what is really going on in your life, but something has been weighing you down very, very much recently. And so this is your little confirmation that change is on the horizon, and you'll play a main theme. You'll be the main theme and the main part of this change. So yeah, you'll be the one that changes things for you. And actually goes for it. But you'll get a little support. And your support is your love interest. Maybe you actually have a boyfriend on your side. Or not a boyfriend. Only, a partner on your side. Yeah, maybe you just have a partner on your side. And well, because of your emotional turmoil, you can really feel that. So that's why you feel like there is no real love for you, because you're so into those feelings that it's just so hard for you. And I feel like that's just my a person that's very close to me, so let's keep it private, came there, and I felt like I have to talk to this person, and this person actually led me to the topic. So like this person was a little indicator, a little clarifier for this group, and sometimes we feel like we don't have love in our life when actually we're surrounded by it. And sometimes we have people around us that really don't support us and don't understand what we are going through, because they never have been through such things. So you see, and whatever your feeling tells you might be right, but also might not be a true thing, especially when you're struggling mentally, emotionally, or on a soul level, when you have depressions, for example, or you have anxiety and depressions. They can easily tell you lies, so your brain is not working properly, and it's causing a lot of anxiety and thought patterns that are just not real, not true. So if you feel called to go to therapy or talk to a person or get some help, that's what you really should do. And I see for you that you're really surrounded by love. And I feel like the question for you is more like, will you ever be able to feel that love in your life? Not that you will find it, but that you'll feel it. And my answer for you is yes. It'll take some time, but you're capable of healing that aspect in your life, of changing that for you. And the most important thing for you is that you're just very patient, and that you don't let those thoughts and those struggles that you have influence your whole life. So that you learn that not everything your mind tells you is true, because it isn't. Our mind is thinking, it's like the street being a sign of everything is so noisy inside. Your mind might be very overclouded. Everything is so full that there is, you see, like I had that energy actually in another reading when I sat here in the garden, that it's really that you can't really hear your heart or your good thoughts because your brain is so clouded with negativity. And I really feel that's caused by some mental struggle that's been going on for quite a while, and it's really getting serious. So that you just know it's not that you're getting crazy or that you are not worthy of happiness or love or anything. It's just that you're sick in a sense, you know. Your mind is not in a good state, and that's why you're not able to feel that, because things are just so overactive. So my, or better said, the universe's advice for you would be that you get out of your mind and literally get out of your flat, of the place you live in, and just so you can take a breath. for real, like go out in nature or whatever you enjoy, a quiet place where you just can breathe. Do things that help you ease your mind, that bring a different focus and a different attention to that. Like that your busy mind has something else to think of. Build a new little habit, something that would be logically easy. Like drinking a glass of water each day in the morning. And so always do that. So you have this little goal that you always achieve every day. That'll help you see that things are working, that there are some things that you can actually achieve, no matter how much you struggle. Do things that move your body. All your body is actually like the emotional body. You feel like, oh my god, what's that? What's more bodies? I mean, I only have one. Yeah, in a logical sense, in a human sense, we only have one, right? But there is more to just one body. We also have this energetic body, the emotional body. This is actually one thing you might have heard about. And you learned a lot of things about tactics and what you would do. But I feel like you never really found the one thing that works for you, because you were so focused on the thing actually that you thought just because it works for someone else, it has to work for you, which is not true, because we are all different. So build a strategy for yourself and take time for that. Like maybe there is something you really enjoy doing or used to enjoy a lot. Maybe it's actually taking walks or bicycling, like what is it? Take a car ride, or to ride your bike and just get active in a physical sense, in a small sense. Do something maybe once or twice a week. And it does not matter how long you do it, as long as you just do it. Even if it's just for 1 minute, do it. Get outside of the door, take one step out, and then you'll go back in your house, or in your flat, or wherever you live, and do that daily. And that is a huge achievement. I know that sounds not like one, but for you it is. Yeah, I know, that sounds ridiculous. Maybe you've been trained to think that like just getting up in the morning is not an achievement, but it is. Especially if you're sick or your mind is sick. That sounds so weird, really. Let's just say no, something I cannot say too. It's just things are not working properly. Okay? Your mind is telling you lies in a lot of senses. So keep that in mind. And we also have been trained to think that things are not much, or that's like nothing. But the small things really do build our daily life. It's like only brushing your teeth, right? It's always part of our day-to-day life. I mean, I don't know if it's for everyone. I hope so, because that's like important too. But for everyone, it's different. Some of us might not even have teeth, so there's nothing to brush there. Or like brushing your hair, it doesn't always apply for everyone, because not everyone has hairs. You see? Because for everyone it might be different. Sometimes we're thinking, and that's the thing, that something's logical and everyone should do that, when actually that's not the case at all. Sometimes we just wanna stand there and breathe, and that's a huge achievement. If we just come back to our breath, if we just stand up from our chair, our couch, or get out of our bed for a few minutes, and then we can get back in, there can be a huge achievement. Or if you just even get out of bed and put some other clothes on, or if you're even at home and you're just putting in the effort to wear something you actually like and you feel pretty in, that's also a huge achievement. Do something that really lights you up, that lights your spirit, that brings joy back to your life. Even though you cannot really produce joy that much, but still do those things. And they might help you. You'll find a way to get out of this. But don't be harsh on yourself. Whenever those thoughts come up, remember that your thoughts are not you. You're not your thoughts. You never are. You are the one that is actually observing their thoughts. So if that comes up, find a way to get it out. Like you write it out and then you throw it away. Or you take a paper and a pencil or anything to like draw, right? And then you put all your frustration, all your emotions on that paper, and then you tear it apart and burn it and say, I'm closing this. I let it all out, and with burning it or throwing it away or however you want to do that, and you tore it apart, and then with that set intention, it's over now. Close it. Close the chapter. Whenever that is coming up very strongly, do it. And even before that, but it depends on your state that you're in. But you'll find ways, I promise, if you don't give up. I can see you're a fighter, you're a strong person, and you don't want to fight anymore. It's not like you're really fighting. You're putting in effort in yourself, for yourself, in your health. It's not that you fight, but that you care about yourself for real. And what depression taught me actually is that what others think or what your mind thinks that you should be doing is not that important, but what really lights you up and that you care about yourself. In our world, we can see that a lot, that people really don't care for themselves as much. They're stressing around and there are always other things more important than caring for themselves. Yes, I know there are a lot of like beauty routines that have been that are showing up in the internet or on social media, but it's not always like the reality we see. Some people just do it for different reasons. But if you really start doing things for yourself, for your health, because you know this is how you like to care for yourself, but this time in a softer sense. If you're putting too much pressure on yourself, you cannot really heal in some way, because there's already so much pressure around you and within you. That's why it's so important to to separate the oil from the flames, or at least just stop the flames from burning. Separate the fuel from the heat, from the fire, and it won't burn anymore. And I mean that not in a bad sense, like stop your inner fire, but stop that destructive fire from burning all that you really are. life can burn everything you are not, and that's what will happen anyways. And you don't have to be afraid of it, because it's actually helping you, even if you can't see it. But don't let whatever it is that is in your life destroy who you really are. Allow yourself to become that eventually and fully, but take your time, okay? And love will find your way back to you, because it's already been there, and you'll be able to see that again, to feel that again. The most important thing is that you are patient and kind to yourself. There's no one that deserves more kindness than you do now. No one in your life. You're the one that needs to give this kindness to you, back to you. You've given so much kindness to other people. And you know why you have those outbursts of anger and frustration, especially towards others? Because you always cared so much about others, but not about yourself. You never really knew what it is that you needed, because you didn't allow yourself that. There's so much that is clouding who you are. You see, that's why you struggle so much. And not only that, but you'll find your way. I promise you that. If you just don't give up and are patient with yourself, okay? Sending you so much love, my beautiful soul. It was an honor to have you. And if you feel drawn to my YouTube channel, my page, and my readings, I'll be happy to welcoming you back. Okay? Beautiful soul. Take good care of you. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Yeah. See you. Hello there, beautiful soul. Hello there, beautiful souls. You're the last group for today, for this reading. And group 3 and 4 are groups that have been recorded when you listen to that. On another day, like the 22nd of March 2025, we already have spring here in my part of the world. As you can hear, it's like still some sun, but we are close to what is it called again? Sunset. And I'm on the balcony currently. Just repositioned myself, and I feel like this is what your group is about. Love. Universe, life, God, whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in. This is a reading not specifically about love in a romantic sense. And if you have been asking about that, I'm really sorry, but maybe you reconsider another group. Or maybe you just want to stay here and listen and just see what that might be for you. But when it comes especially to love, if you want to hear about that, there is a beautiful reading where I have recorded. It is called A Letter from Your Soulmate. It's also on my YouTube channel. I will link that in the in your group, okay? So yeah, just so that you know. Yeah, you'll find it in the info box. And there is a group for you about love. Yes, not all letters are about love, but I feel like you will be drawn to one that is actually about romantic love. Yeah, if you want to hear about that. But this is a group about love in a sense of life, of like falling in love with life. And as you can hear the cars, it's like you will be experiencing a relocation of some kind. It can be physical, yeah, most likely for all of you it will be physical, but maybe for some of you there's still a relocation of mind, I hear. Whatever that means, you'll know, I guess. So there is this huge change, or this huge leap you're gonna take to just like drastically change something in your life. For some of you it might just be not a drastical one, but a more like in between one, but it's still a relocation in some some sense, I wanted to say. Or yeah, so it's like you once believed in a thing in like a very specific way, but now you're like fully relocating your belief system in a wholly different level. And this is not something that like life will give you in a way, but that you will give yourself, or give yourself permission to receive or to do. Yeah, you will be like life, universe, God, whatever you believe in, just whatever you feel most comfortable with, or maybe like yourself, because you're actually the creator of your life. Then let's say your higher self gave you this thing. It just presented it in front of you and said like, if you want, this is a huge opportunity for you. Take it or leave it. It is your decision. And it's just like this offering. It's like, you don't have to, but if you feel like doing it, please go for it. Because it will be a good thing to do in many, many ways. And so I feel like you'll be taking it, whatever this leap of faith is for you, this relocation, because you know that you deserve a life that is filled with sun and joy and love and beauty, and you just want to give it back to you. And there are mystical times coming up for you. So a lot about mystical energies, because I just saw a cloud that looked like a dragon, and one that looks like a pair of wings are flying in different directions. Here you have a bird. I mean, you can see, but it's like, it looks like this, or something like an angel that is flying. Oh, another is a heart-shaped cloud, so it will be heart opening. But I can feel you have a lot of anxiety when it comes to that, because you're not sure if it's really a good idea to do that, because it'll just really get your life upside down. And of course it'll be not that easy all the time. I never said that it would be easy to do that. Especially it might not be easy for you to just first make the decision to do that, and then to actually go for it. Because first there comes this like looking at it, seeing at it, then there is this decision, and then it gets serious when you actually go for it, and you're in the middle of your process. Maybe it's not that easy, but it'll be so worth it. And you'll find that there are days that feel like you're actually floating and flying, and you're just so on top of your life, maybe for the first time in a long time. And that'll just give you the opportunity to not only relocate the position, the physical position that you are in life or place, but really your mind, your emotional sense. And you'll be meeting a lot of great people. For some of you, I see like a man, a boy, that will help you to relocate that. Maybe there is even a love interest waiting for you if you feel like this message is for you. And you'll see, maybe this will be your first love interest in a long time, or just like the first one that's actually blossoming into something beautiful. And for most of you, this feeling will be mutual, so for the both of you. But for some of you, it might just be a little bit saddening, because it's like maybe only on your end or only on their end. But anyways, this relationship will shift a lot for you, and this is a very important connection which was meant to come to fruition in your life anyway. For some of you sooner, for some of you later, but no matter what you choose or decide, you would have met anyway. Yeah, some way, sometime. So this is nothing you can like walk around and like say, no, I'm not doing that, because that's not your decision. I mean, you can also say like, I don't want that, and like walk away, but something within yourself will always be like, but I feel like I should, or I feel so drawn to this person. And I mean, not drawn to this person in a toxic way, but in a healthy way, okay? So always differentiate that, because sometimes our wounded parts are very drawn to toxicity because they are in need to be healed. And that means that when you feel drawn to some toxic pattern, there is some wound that is still lacking, and is kind of, this pain is telling you that you need to focus on that so you can heal and release that. But overall, I feel like this time, when I just felt called to draw a card for this specific group, because I haven't for any others. Yeah, in this reading. And I got the Sun card. And what I always hear is like the Sun card is a super happy card. And when I saw this, like joy exploding and coming out of you, and you just, maybe it's during the summer season, the spring season, like a warm season, or it feels like a summer in a metaphorical sense. And it's just what it'll be for you. Yes. But for that, you have to leave a lot behind. But you know what? You're so capable of that and so ready. And don't ever doubt that. I mean, maybe you want to watch this reading in 1 year from now. Just save it. And then set a reminder and like maybe you save it in a group that says watch it in 2021. Why did I say that? Watch it in 2026 or whenever you see that. Maybe the year 2021 was a very important year for you, or like you had a very intense and important connection, or you know, some things that you really needed to tend to, and you went for that. And even though it was painful, you were able to heal a lot of things, like, you know, your soulmate and you. And I wouldn't say that toxicity in real life, please don't judge me for saying that, but I wouldn't say that toxicity that we experience is always a bad thing. So don't get me wrong. It is never healthy. Yes. And, you know, so on. But toxicity, when it comes across our life, there is the chance for us to identify that and finally free ourselves from that which is like attracting it in our life. So we can like maybe stand our ground and to see that we deserve to have a happy and healthy life, but not tend to people pleasing or overjudging ourselves. You see, there are always multiple perspectives that we can like look at things. Look at things from. Did that make sense? I don't know. And I also feel like your English skills will be improving a lot, even if you're a native English speaking person. I wanted to say like me, I'm not. Why do I want to say that? I'm not. I'm a native German speaking person, but still I'm native in Austria, or not Germany. And I don't even know why I said that, but maybe it was important. Well, you will learn so many new words, and you'll gain so much knowledge, and you'll see that there is a whole world out there waiting for you, and there is no need to hold back. Even if there are struggles coming your way, you're gonna master it like a hero, a heroine. Well, how do you say that? Heroine? I don't know, but like a hero, or the female version of it, or the channelers version of it. Sometimes it's such a hustle to include all of that, which is like going on. But yeah, please don't feel offended if I don't mention your gender that you have, or non-gender, or whatsoever. I mean that with all love and in a good, loving sense, but never in a bad sense, because it's hard to tell what people are going through and identify as. Even though I'm channeling, there are a lot of people watching, and even though I might do that as a channeler, I never get to see the full picture. Only you do. Maybe sometimes not even you do, but you'll get to that eventually. You see? And yeah, well, I'm very thankful for your presence here. For you staying here with me in this beautiful energy, and you can hear the birds chirping. And know that a decision you do because it's the best for you can never be wrong. And I love to say that there is no right or wrong, because a decision is still a decision, an experience you're making, and nothing you can really judge. On a higher perspective, there is neither good nor wrong, just experiences. And I feel like that's the case for you, or maybe that's how your perspective will change, that everything serves a reason, and sometimes it might only serve the reason so that you know that things are just not working that way, or not for you at least. Yeah. But you'll be doing such a great job at wherever you are going, or you're at right now. Or when you re-listen that in 1 year from when you first listened to that, then you already know what I've been talking about, and you will like, yeah, that were some times, the good old times, Or maybe you're like re-listening to that in 60 years from now, and you're like, back then I was like kind of a little child, and now I'm like this old granny or grandpa or whatever. And you're like this fun old sweet loving person, and you're like, oh, good old times. I know I used to struggle a lot and always feel anxious, or most of the times, but actually I've always been led and held by life, by universe. And yeah, so many things changed by now, and I just see that I might have been a little naive back then, but I'll always do things that serve my highest good, because they serve the highest good for all of us. And that's how we build a loving collective. If we learn that when we care for ourselves, then we help people to care for themselves. And so we can like all become a loving community again, because we learn through the experience like how we care for ourselves, how to care for others, and all the good and also the bad things, because in human sense we still name it like that. But who knows what will be from 60 years from now, in 60 years from now. I guess that was my sign. In 6 years from now, maybe there is no ruler anymore. In 6 years from now, it's like hierarchy doesn't exist. And we need to shift perspectives. And sometimes fall and trample in life. But it'll always help us in some way. And I bet that you already know that when you're watching or re-watching. And I wish I could say more and be here more. I mean, I could. It's always a possibility. But I feel like the energy says this chapter is now closing and we're starting a new one with another reading. In my reading sense. But I felt like I was in a totally different world. And there are a lot of surprises waiting for you. And you'll be mastering it. You will be slaying this. Okay? Beautiful soul. So, see you in the next one. Sending you lots of love and joy. And, well, I love you so much. May you always be blessed. And may life always bless us all. And so, may I be blessed too. Bye-bye.